Okay, let's talk about tianeptine, an atypical opioid with antidepressant properties. So tianeptine was first discovered in France in the 1960s, where it was found to possess antidepressant properties in mice. However, unlike other tricyclic antidepressants of the time, its effect profile was drastically different. It didn't cause motor impairment or sleep changes, and it didn't seem to affect the same receptors that those previous drugs did. It was eventually approved for the treatment of depression in France and a couple other countries without knowing how it really works. It was first observed that it actually reduced serotonin levels in the synapse, so essentially the opposite of an SSRI, but it was later discovered that these effects were not replicable and still could not explain its effects. Only in 2014, more than 30 years after its approval, was it discovered that tianeptine was a mu-opioid agonist. The mu-opioid receptor is the target of drugs like morphine and codeine and mediates much of the effects of traditional opioids. When you look at its binding profile, it's actually quite selective for this, with the only other affinity being for the delta opioid receptor. So completely different than tricyclic antidepressants.